All right, so that is how to install the Elementor as a page builder. Now, our next topic is how to use this Elementor to customize our page contents. How to use the Elementor to customize page contents. Now, to do that, all you need to do is to focus on the particular page you want to edit its content. So this is one of the major aspects of WordPress. Remember when we started, I told us that WordPress is about customizing content. That is the theme that you have installed. You want to convert, you want to change all the content there to your own. But right now we are focusing on the main body of that page. So let's start with the home page, which is your landing page. Now, I think I need to explain again because like I told us the other time, I am not actually training us on this program just for building websites. I am training us to have digital marketing concepts because whatever content you are developing, bear it at the back of your mind that that content is expected to target some audience. That content is expected to make some persons that will visit your website to buy your products. So the way you present those content to them will determine whether they will be converted to purchase or they will just be ordinary lead. So that is why whatever you are creating as a content, particularly the landing page, you have to give it maximum concentration. Make sure that it looks very catchy, very attractive. Don't be in a hurry when you are developing the landing page. Now, at the end of this training, some of us can be marketing ourselves that you build landing pages for company or for business owner. Now, your landing page is just like when you board a flight. You know, there is always a landing point, the landing destination. When the user type www.com.ng, where does the browser take them to first before they can access other pages? It is called the landing page. In this case, the home is the landing page. So which means that what we want to edit now is what we have in the home page, the body section. I am not touching the header, neither the footer. I'm just going to focus on in between, which is the main body. Now, we are going to build it with the Elementor. So I will build one of the pages. I will build a home page with the Elementor. Probably when I get to About Us page, I will use page layer so that you know how to work with both of them. Now, in case you are writing your step, how to customize homepage. That is where we are now, how to customize homepage. Now, to do that, the first thing is for you to go to pages, then select all pages. So you need to view all the pages. From there, you will now navigate to the home page as the very one you want to start editing or customizing. So I'm waiting, but in your own case, please always right click so that it can open in a new page so that you can still retain the current environment. So let's hold on for it. This just have to bear with the network today. At least half bread is better than none. Let's keep moving forward. All these things we must have completed them if the network is good. Now, this is the list of all the pages. Now, like I said, right now, we want to edit the front page. So this is just like in a physical setting, like an office, where you have the front desk personnel, which is like the mirror to other what department. Now, from the front page, you want to edit. You can see the page layer here as one of the editor, as one of the customizer. But I am not using this because we have installed what? Elementor. Let me check if I still have my Elementor. So how do I use my Elementor? So what I am going to simply do is to select what? Edit. Now, if I don't want to select edit, okay, let's go through this first. Maybe in case I come back, I'll show us the other way around. Now, from here, Elementor is not mentioned here. You know why? Because it is not the base builder. It is not the resident builder. You is an external element. So that is why it is not registered here. But had it been I uninstall this page layer before bringing in the Elementor, then automatically you will see this here. But even if I click here now, let's click on it. Let's click on it. So it's going. I want to show us something. So it's taking me to that very page content. So you can see the way it's loading now. It's not going to edit anything in the header, neither in the footer. It will just go straight to the body. If my target is on the header and footer, then I wouldn't have gone this way. I will have gone to appearance, then select what? Customize. That one will target the header and the footer. But when you go like this, when you go to pages, and then you now select the builder on one of those pages, it means you are targeting the main body content editing. So this is still network. It doesn't take time. So let's just wait, please. So if you are also following, I believe those of you that have good network, your own must have opened. Those of you staying in the heart of Asaba, you are the one enjoying network. Mrs. Omo, I know your own must have opened.
It has opened though, but I don't know. I'm in that front page.
Okay, so
Edit using
yeah, just share your screen. Let me see. While I'm waiting for mine to open, let me be seeing what is happening there.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me.
Sir, I have a question, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you, ma.
Okay, I'm still on the pages. Okay, which one will I open? Which one do you open?
Share your screen so that I would know. Is the reason why you have to share your screen so I will know what is happening there. You can share your screen now. Let's quickly address that. Why my own is still going?
Share it.
Wow.
I've shared the screen.
It's coming up. I've not seen it yet. It's coming up. Just once I see it. Okay, so I've seen it now. So you're asking which one? Locate home. The one they wrote front page. That's the one we are editing now. Front home. Home.
Oh,
Have you seen home?
I'm on it now. Yes.
Then click on that option that I selected.
Edit using page layer, right?
Yes, click on the page layer. I don't know why your screen is so small. I hardly see the write-up. So just click on it. I want to see.
Edit using page layer.
Yes, click on it.
Okay.
Let me see if
Thank you.
No, I want to see it to continue. Click on that edit page layer. I want to see that. I'm waiting for my own. I want to see how your own will open. I was asking Mrs. Somoibu to open before, since you have already shared your screen. Let me see how your own will open. My own is still at 90. That is network issue. I want to see if someone's network is good and I can see your screen. I can just use it to explain. I can be telling you why others are also following us too. Hmm? You go and check it now. You can go there now. Take touch and go and check. It's what you can check now. Who is sharing? No, please share your screen. Purity, I can still not see you, but though it's showing that you are sharing.
So this is it.
Leaking. You can lock it now. My Purity, your one has not gone beyond this level. Please, someone who is own has open, please, should share the screen. Let me see.
So this is my own.
Let me see if I can go back. Okay, I think
This one is not my own, sir.
mine is opening gradually. Okay, so this is are we together now? Let me try it again now. So I have to go back since it wasn't loading fast. I have to go back. So now, what's another way you can actually do it is, this is the home page we are trying to edit. So I can just right click on it and say view in a new page. Let me see which one is going to be faster. Now, once you get to the home page like this one is faster. You now click on this icon that says customize. I hope this one should be faster. So once I edit one or two sessions now, it's something that you can follow and complete the home page probably before the next meeting. So let's wait to see. Network is bad today. I thought this one would be faster. All this does not take time if your network is good. Please, I want somebody to try this option. The second option I just follow now, and let's see what you get. Go through the view and then select customize. You can also, while that one is loading, just want to show you all the possible way you can access the content you want to edit. So while that is going, if you don't want to go through the page layer and you don't want to go through the view, then you can click on this edit. Oh, I should have opened it. Let me see anyone that opened first. See where that glow will be better. Okay, I think glow should be better. Okay, good. So you can see that I've been able to access. Remember the option that brought this. The option that brought this is this. The one I click on quick edit. Quick edit. Please, let's take note of that. I click here. I don't know how strong your network is. So if you want to go to page layer straight away, click here. Then you can as well view the page and then from there switch to the customize, and that will also give you now. But why I prefer this very one, the option of clicking on edit, which brought out this, you can see that what this showcase, this present to you all the builder. You have page layer as an option, you have Elementor. So you can choose from here which of them do you want to use. So like I said, we are using Elementor. So you click on Elementor and then it's asking you whether you are to leave the page. Then you can just what? Leave it so that to open with Elementor. So if I wanted to use a page layer, I'll click on the page layer option. That is the advantage of going through what? quick edit so that you can have access to all the available what content builder. So let's see. So it's loading the Elementor. Good. Now you can see, let me see. So let's do it. Let me just click here to allow it. So there are times you can have conflicts. When I say conflicts, you know, when you were installing the theme, you use page layer. At times, based on the theme, there are some themes that once you accept page layer, they will not allow Elementor, being an external element, to access the main content. You can see that what we are having here now is not what I have in my home page. Actually, it's not what I have in my home page, because if you look at the front end of this website, I think there's a place where we open it. Look at what I have here and look at what came up, just because I use Elementor. But nevertheless, since it's just for us to practice, in this case, when it happens like this, you fall back to page layer, use page layer, don't use Elementor, or you uninstall the page layer and allow only Elementor. Or at the point of installing the theme, don't specify that page layer. So with the expectation that once you get here, you will not choose the builder you want to use. But in this case, if I want to edit content here, the content are not positioned the way I want them. So what I'm going to do, because if I proceed with this now, it might still confuse us. But let's see if I can stay, because I can't see the image. But I can actually do something here. But the only thing is that it may not appear the way it is here. So to avoid wasting that time, I think we have to fall back to the base. Then if you are falling back to the base, then I have to come back here. I want something that will give us results so that you can stay on that before the next class. So maybe I will install another theme and make sure that I don't install the page layer. So if I could just go back there, click on this again. What did I click? To remove this. Oh, network. Okay, let me just select this option and see whether this will take us faster there. Okay, so I'm using the page layer. I'm using the page layer so that there won't be issue of conflict. So the same way you actually edit with page layer, that is how you edit with Elementor. But I wanted us to see how the Elementor will work. But the issue we have with this one now is to load now. But let's just see if it will load. All these are heavy software. So if your network is not stable, you will not actually enjoy using them. So what I will do is that if the network is not able to load this, okay, good. So now we are here. Now, this is what I want to edit. You can see that they are now in editing mode. When we were on header, if you hover, the only things we were able to edit were all these things. But now that you are here, you can see it now. So if I want to edit here now, is allowed. If I want to change this image, is allowed. If I want to change this, is allowed. So I will just try and edit the whole of this div, the whole of this section today. Then the same way I'm going to be editing now, that is how you go to each section and what? Substitute your information. So starting with here, this is your header. And then for you to create this header, you can actually consult ChatGPT to give you this tagline and then give you what? This description. So if I want to consult ChatGPT, I will now go to my homepage. Remember that there is a script that I sent to us the other time. I'm not using the same laptop, but I can still get it from where I have all my file compiled. But it's equivalent to what you have there. Just give me some seconds. I'm bringing it out now. Because if you are building this website for a client, you may have issue with how do I generate that tagline. So you can depend on ChatGPT to do that. So let me just go to where I have my web building, and then we are in home page. Okay, so I will consult ChatGPT, create the highest converting text on a landing page for a product. So all I need to tell ChatGPT is to mention the product. Now, what you are seeing over there is due to the product this person is dealing with. That is why you have this what? Tagline. So, but for me to have the one that will correspond with my service is the reason why we are going to take this, and then we will now go to ChatGPT. I hope this one will not waste our time. Because sometimes even the client, they may not even know what to give you in the place of that. That is why you need to know how to generate this content for them once you have an idea of their niche. Please just bear with me. So let me paste this here. Now, using a maximum don't think good. So create the highest converting. Now, which product? I think that is clothes selling. Let's assume. So depend on the website. If you are building your portfolio, you put your title there. Maybe you are a web developer. Whatever service you are offering, you replace it with this. So in this case, let's say what? Clothing. Just using this to explain. Clothing, based on the following target audience persona, write one paragraph using a maximum words. That is what you are setting a limit to ChatGPT, and then you just need short description that they will see, and this description should be very catchy. Should have a way of pinning them to your website. So it must be a very creative word. Then once you have substituted, then you now click. So based on that service, ChatGPT will now generate the right short description for you. So you can see, let's see if we have gotten elevate your wardrobe. You can see just because I said clothing, elevate your wardrobe with fashion forward pieces designed for comfort, style, whatever. Then if I want more, I can just tell ChatGPT more, and then you press. Maybe you are not okay with that first one, so you can just tell it what to give you more. Maybe you need another one. Now, trending, comfortable, and what made for you. Discover. If you want more, you continue like that. Now, let's say at the end of the day, we are good with this. So you are going to take the whole of this, copy it, Then go back to that home page. Go back to the home page where you are customizing. I think it's somewhere here. Good. Now, the whole of this, once it is in edit mode like this, then paste, Ctrl V. Ctrl V. So let me highlight again, Ctrl V. Okay, so you have pasted. Now, once you paste, if the text is too big, all you need to do is to leverage on this heading. You can use one of these default heading to actually display it. But before you can access all these headings, you have to stay on the editing mode. You have to make sure that your cursor is blinking. You highlight them. Make sure you highlight everything that you have there. Then you can choose any of this. So I can choose to display them with this. So if you check now, we have a smaller one. You can choose to use H3. If you check now, we have choose to use H4. Make sure that it's not too big. Remember that you are also considering the length of this text and the image that is placed by each side. So you can check this one. So I think this one is better, but is it catchy enough? Or we are to use H5? H5 will be better. Then once you are done with that, if you want to edit the color, so you click outside. If you want to change the color, then you highlight it. Then you see the text color here. Once you click here, this is for text color. So I choose that color so that it will align with this. So it's your choice. If you want to do other things, maybe you want to modify, you want to give it a background color. If you choose here, that is what background color of that section. But unfortunately, we can't use that background color because it's the same color with our text. So I'll go back there and then select what? This. Take it back to white. So it's like I deleted. Oh, sorry, took it back to the old one. So let me repaste. Thank God I still have it here. So if you want to edit, maybe you want to make this text a link that when they click on it, it should take them to maybe about us page, because some of them can mistakenly touch it and you want to program it in a way that it should serve as a link at the same time. So you now come to, once you highlight it, you say what? Link to. I think somebody was asking this question the other time. So once you click here, wait for some time, it will drop out all the link, all the pages. So you go to the page you want it to target. Let's say when they click on it, it should target our about us or contact page. So I will just click here. So this is the address of that page. So once I update now, for any reason they click on this text, it will redirect them to about us page. So that is how you can link either an image you are working with or text outside the button. That same idea we are going to use for this. Now, you have to say something briefly here. So this is just like a capture. So if I go to the front end now, I don't know where I am running the front end. Let's try and have the front end so that we can be seeing our updates. Very important. So I think I need to take off this. No longer working with this. I'm still working with this. So whatever you are editing, always make sure that you have your front end open so that you can confirm before you proceed. And remember that you have to update this particular, once you add a content and you are okay with it, you update it before you proceed. So while we are waiting for that confirmation, I want to change this picture. Click on the picture. Once it's in editable mode, once you click on this, it will show you the picture here. Then click on it and then to take you to your media. You know, I showed us something like this the other time, so I can just pick a picture from my system, or I use any of the picture that I must have used or uploaded. So let me see the one, anyone that is faster, either from my system or from the media. So let's say I want to put this picture there. So I can just click here and click. We've done something like this in our previous lecture. Okay, so we have been able to access some of them. Let's say I want to use any of this picture that I have used before. Good, I want to use, remember that you are supposed to search for clothing, a good picture that, let me use this one and then scroll down and what? Insert it. Scroll down and insert it. So automatically it replaces it. Now, there's something else I want us to understand. This particular image now, there's this space. You can see that the size of this picture is not filling the whole of this section. So if I want to increase, or maybe you want to add something else, remember I told you, you can just click on this plus and call another widget. Maybe you want to write a short text there, you can call that. But in this case, I want to duplicate this particular one. If you want to duplicate this, just click on this icon. You can see, once you click on this icon, it will duplicate it. Now, if you click on this very one, and then you move to from setting, right now we are in setting, just go to option. So from option, you will now be able to style the box. So from here, you can set the margin. You can see that I'm creating space now. It's no longer what? Merging with the first one. So that is called merging, margin rather. Then you can also create some space on the inside. On the inside, that is called padding. So this is just you trying to make sure that this picture is separated from this. So once you are through with this option, you now what? Update. So with what I'm doing now, before the next class, I expected everyone to have edited the homepage. So I've updated that one. Let's check the front end, whether we have what we did before. So we have it. Let me just refresh again and see whether I will have the image we just changed now. So the next thing I'm going to, good. So you can see you have been able to change this image. Now, going back to the editing page. Okay, so you can click on this image. Let's see if there are other things we can actually do there. You can add animation. I showed us all this the other time. You can add animation. You can decide to say that that image will probably what? Zoom in when the user gets to the page. Then you can set the speed. These are some of the things I have touched. Now I want to quickly go to this button. The same way I changed that text, that is how you change this text. But eventually you don't need it. Just click on this to remove it. You can actually remove a section if it's not important to you. It's not compulsory that you inherit all the structure. So I want to edit this button and also be able to target a destination. When they click on that button, where will it take the user to in order to answer the question somebody was asking the other time? Now, maybe my write-up on this button is not no more, is what? More, or a different word entirely. So you click on it, editable words option. Once you click, you see that what? The items you have here have changed. Now, you are on button at the moment. So once I click, sometimes you want to be sure. Once you click on this editable mode, if you are on option, you might not be seeing the content. What I want to change is the write-up and to define the link that the or the page it should target. So in that case, I have to switch from option to setting. So from setting, you can see that word no more. So you can click here and delete it and say your own is just what? More. And then you put some dots there. Then after that, the next thing you want to do is the page. Where would it take the user to when they click on it? You will now come to this same place where you have link. So once you click here, just click there and hold on for some time. It will list out all the pages Then you select the very one you want to connect this link to. So you have to wait. But right now, this is About Us page, which is right. If they click here, it will take them to what? About Us page. Remember that you are in your landing page. That is where you are providing this link. Now, while we are waiting for it to list out what the other pages, in case we want to redirect it to another place, you can also stretch it. You can see the size of it. It's not touching the whole of this box. So if you click on this place now, it will stretch it. Now, sometime this might not be looking well on laptop, but it might be looking well on mobile. So now I want to show us how you can be checking while you are editing, how it's going to display on phone and how it's going to display on tablet, how it's going to display on probably laptop. You see this place where you can, I just hope that you are seeing it, where you see this computer icon. Just click on it, you will see tablet. This is tablet view. So which means that right from this development environment, you want to know how it's going to display on those maybe medium devices, you click here. So this is how it will display. So you check, there is need for you to be checking all this. On a tablet, this is how it's going to, which is displaying well. You can see the way it's responsive. Everything is fitting. Now, that is you checking how it's going to display on tablet. Now, go back there again and check how it's going to display on phone. On phone is the last one. So this is how the website will display on your phone. So you can see everything is responsive. You can see your hamburger, and then you can see it's everything working fine on mobile. Then, but when you are developing, you are to develop, when you are editing the content, edit while you are on laptop view. So I switch back to laptop view. So once in a while, once, like in the case of stretching, you know, the button is the reason why I have to check whether stretching this button on laptop is okay. On phone, how will it look like? That's the reason why I have to, you know, check the view. There are some things you add. You don't just consider them when they are doing well on laptop. Check whether they will also do well on phone and other devices. So now I was waiting for this to drop all the link, but it hasn't. But right now it's targeted. Another way you can help yourself, let's assume that you are trying to wait for the link to drop here so that you can redirect them to contact page. When they click on this, go to the front end where you are viewing the website. Open that page you want them to target. Let's say I want them to target collection. Now, right click on that or click on that collection. Once you click on it, whatever that will display here, once I get to that page, I will copy it and go and paste it there. That is another way you can, you know, get the targeted location. If this option that we are waiting for is not dropping, you know, it dropped out when we did the other time, but now it's not dropping. This is the address of this page. Once I open it from the front end, I will just right click, copy it, and then go back to where I am struggling with. I wanted it to drop here, but since it's not dropping, I will just highlight everything I have there and paste it there. So with that, I have saved myself or my time from waiting for it. Now let's update and go and click on that more and see whether it will actually open collection page. I'm waiting for the confirmation. We will soon close the next few minutes. I will end the class. I just want us so that by next meeting, you should have edited all your homepage content. So I will just start from contact us. I hope I should have a good network so that I can finish 3 pages. Now, let's go to the front end and check. Let's go to the front end and check. Let me refresh. This time around, I'm going to go to, let's go to the home page where we have programmed that more icon. Still loading. No, this is not the site I'm working with. So I opened the wrong one. This is the, okay, I think, okay, this is the one we are working with. So now I want to click on the more option to see if it will target the collection. That was what we linked. So we just click on it and check. So you have to be checking. Anytime you link a text or an image, please always check. Because if you don't check, don't be surprised when you say you are true. You will now discover that the client will be saying that when they click on one page, it's taking them to somewhere else. So correct. So you can see that what we are right here. So we are in the collection page. So this is where I stop tonight because of time. So if you have any question, let's quickly ask. So remember what we have done today. If I'm to recap, I've taught us how to install plugins, Elementor, but unfortunately we did not use the Elementor. We use it in the next class. What I will do is that I will install another theme or uninstall this very one and then see how we can work with the Elementor. It might be working for you based on the theme you install. Somebody have question. And then you have also learned how to edit the content. Isabella, please go ahead with your question.
Hello, sir.
Is it Isabella? No. Freeborn.
Hello, sir.
You have question?
Okay, I think the only place where I have issue now is the header. Like,
Freeborn, if you have question, please go ahead and ask.
The background picture. I'm having issue with that. I said the only place where I'm having issue now is the home header.
Maybe it's not question. Any other person, please? I can't hear him because we want to close now. Any other person with question, please?
I didn't really get this editing of this using this page.
You want to ask question, please?
I said this thing is not too clear.
Why is it I'm not hearing anybody? Hope it's not my network.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello, sir. I can hear you.
I can hear you.
My question is for the background picture for the home header. Is it possible to delete it and put another one?
Please, can somebody answer me? Let me know if we are all here or whether you were actually hearing me while I was teaching. It's as if some people are talking, but I cannot hear them. Okay, somebody should use the message. If you are saying something I'm not hearing you, use the message section. Let me know. Okay, but I can't hear you. Okay, thank God you can hear me. So if you can hear me, I think we'll draw the curtain here. So your assignment, whatever team you are working with, please, whatever team you are working with, make sure that before the next class, you must have edited all the content in the home page, the landing page. When the user click on home page, I want to see that everything that we are going to be seeing there are pertaining to your business, which means you must have changed all the content to your own. I believe that is clear. Somebody should respond also through the message since I'm not hearing. How come I'm not hearing anybody?
Yes, sir. We are hearing
you. Purity.
So,
I'm wondering why I'm not hearing
network
any
went
sound at
up
all.
before, so
You guys can hear me.
Can you hear me now, sir?
All
Hello,
right,
sir.
so that is where we draw the curtain. Good night, everyone. Let me get a response through the message session to know if you actually heard what I said. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir. Good night. Good night, sir.
Okay. All right. At least I've confirmed from someone. All right. So see us next week.